I'm beginning to learn that it's okay to allow the people I've lost remain important to me. I'm also beginning to learn that it's okay to still love people who don't necessarily exist anymore. It's safe to say that moving on felt like losing you all over again. It didn't connote me not loving you. I guess I'm still ashamed to claim the flowers I've stepped on. I hate imagining myself destroying things that were once so naturally beautiful, but I did. I destroyed something beautiful with my own 2 feet, and that hurt for a very, very long time. Some nights it still does. I ache over the fact that I hurt you. I'm not searching for absolution, and I will never expect you to accept my apologies, but I've changed since then, as I imagine you have too. I think a big part of life is accepting the past versions of yourself and learning to love every one of them, despite the dark pieces. Thank you for loving me despite the dark pieces. I always wanted to be the person to help you love your own. Instead, I became one. I always will be sorry for that. I guess I'm writing this because the dust has finally settled on the nights we screamed at each other. My knees have finally healed from the day they hit the floor when you left and never came back, and honestly, thank you for not coming back. If we never knew what it felt like to be empty, we never would have found room to grow. This poem isn't about now, however, it's about then. About garlic fries and chocolatey bits at the bottom of the drumstick, the train tracks by your house, swimming in Port Dover, laughing over slushies and singing Lil Yachty into the night sky. It's about how you loved me when I couldn't love myself. How you let me cry in your arms on days I couldn't get out of bed. How you sang to me over the phone on the nights I couldn't sleep. I hope you figured out how to fall asleep alone. To dance to the songs that used to make us cry. To write about anything other than getting your heart broken by me. I hope one day you'll come to me and describe somebody who loves you better than I could. Somebody who never mistakes your optimism for naivety, who appreciates your art, brushes away every stray tear, and makes you feel warm even after the sun sets. Love that person as passionately as you loved me. I hope that person ends up being yourself. I'm sorry you got tangled in the nooses I tied around my own neck. I'm sorry my own empty lungs stopped you from breathing so often. I had no right to stop you from breathing for so long. I see you now, and I see us apart, and I want you to keep breathing forever. It's weird to know you're just a stranger. Just because our love met its end doesn't mean it was any less real. While you weren't my first love, you were my truest. You will learn to live in the now eventually, and someday when I ask if you do it all over again, you'll say no because the present is just too good to give up. Hold on for that day. You deserve it. I will forever remain changed by who you were and what you meant to me, so thank you for everything. Every sepia-toned moment, every hug and last piece of garlic bread, every laughter-saturated dinner, every letter and loving text message, hell, every memory that made this project possible. Goodbyes suck, so I'm leaning away from those, so just thank you. It's only been 17 years, but I know you'll live on in my heart forever. Thank you for giving me the greatest adventure, for writing my favorite chapter thus far, for being the beautiful boy with the warm eyes, for being my best friend, and most importantly, for giving me the best time of my life. Thank you for the best time of my life.